Top tier. Only playing bangers here. Okay. Are we live? We're live. We're always live. Hello. Welcome to CKSK, the Chad Kubanoff Studio Kitchen. I'm Chad Kubanoff. This is my studio kitchen. And today we are going to cook the comments. On a previous episode, we got a suggestion. Hold on. Let's change the banger. I know this is a banger of a tune, but I need something a little different right now. Let's kick it. I do love, and for the record, that song is called Tootie Booty, and I love it. But it's not what I need right now. Bada bing. On a previous episode, we got a suggestion for this from M. Gorley, Spring Herbaceous Prawn Angry Noodle. So that's what we're going to tackle today. On a previous episode, it was actually that episode, if you were watching, you would know that I was a little bit sick. And I made the healthiest soup in the world, the healthiest porridge in the world, which was delicious, but did not solve all of my intestinal problems. So I'm still a little queasy, a little messed up. And my wife said, please don't eat rat today, please. If you don't know, the plan today was to make some dishes with rat, AKA field mouse. So that was the original plan, but my wife said, please don't, because she wants me to be fully recovered before I tackle that endeavor. So we're going to move forward, change our schedule around a little bit, and tackle the cooking the comments today. That's it. Yep, so there's the rat one. No, the rat one now, we should be Wednesday. I don't think anything should be holding us back on Wednesday. I got medicine. I started feeling a little bit better. I'm just not better yet. And so that's it. That's what we're doing. I'm hungry and must fast for a procedure tomorrow, so I'm eating with my eyeballs today. Well, maybe I should have done the rat one. Maybe that would have been easier for you. This one I think might actually be pretty good, the dish we're making today. I do feel a little bit like I'm in a fever dream, so I'm going to kind of cook my way through it. We'll see how it works out. You should have some magnets down the side of the fridge. Maybe followers can send you some from where you're watching. That's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, that's true. This whole space over here could get loaded. You do see that in the shot. Interesting idea. I love magnets, too. I'm a big magnet guy. McDaddy, I love your name, by the way. Love your content, Chad. Thank you. By the way, we are streaming live on YouTube. Not Kick, I don't think. Right now, it's just YouTube and TikTok at the moment. Yes. Twitch is no. Twitch is on? I thought we couldn't sign in before.
We can change the title. But we
Oh, fantastic. We're on Twitch, too. It just got the wrong title. Oh, I thought we were down on Twitch. Okay. Fantastic. So we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok at the moment. I guess let's get started because I'm going to crumble. I'm going to do my best to get through it. With the idea today of, let's bring up that comment again. Can we bring up the highlighted comment? Tang. Bada bing, he's coming. Oh, also, my name is Chad Kubanoff. That man back there is the, what's a P word that can go with the producer? I don't want to say perfect producer, that doesn't sound very good. The parasitica? No, that's not the word. What's a P word that works with a producer? The plural producer? Anyway, if anyone's got a good name for Tang, I gotta like, Popalicious, the Popalicious producer. I want some. I got a good intro for my kids. I need a good intro for that young man back there. So anyway, Tang is back there doing the camera, switching everything. So thank you for that. So for our challenge today, Spring Herbaceous Prawn Angry Noodle. How do we tackle that? What are we thinking about? Herbaceous and spring kind of go hand in hand. I think that's not too crazy. Spring, I got a lot of spring-y type vegetables, so and herbs. So I think that's going to be easy. Prawn, obviously easy. Noodle, obviously easy. Angry, I mean, when we're looking at angry, what are we looking at? Basically spicy, right? That's kind of what we see. Diablo, any kind of that thing. Anytime we see evil or angry, it tends to be hot. So that's kind of where we're going to go. I'm also going to do some angry physical tantrums today to incorporate that word as well. So in terms of spring, what am I looking at? I'm looking at spring onion. So I do see these at the market a lot, and I'm happy today was a good day to actually utilize them. So you can see this is kind of like looking like a big giant green onion, but it has a little bit of a bigger bulb. It's somewhere in between a green onion and a leek. But so I have some spring onions. Spring, I'm thinking flowers, right? So I got some squash blossoms because that seems appropriate. Spring, again, I'm looking at radishes. I mean, these are common things that I would be cooking with in the springtime. I also found some snow peas, which I thought would be really exciting. I love snow peas. They're super good, super underrated. Bell pepper. And then for another flower element, I got some Chinese chive. Yeah, Chinese chive. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it. But yeah, so there's another flower. That makes all sense to me, right? And then in terms of herbaceousness, I have a lot of dill, a lot of mint, and a lot of cilantro. So I think in terms of ingredient-wise, we're looking good with covering the theme or the challenge of the day. And one thing that was kind of funny, when I think of spring, I think of peas. I think of spring peas. And peas is one of probably the best product that works well from being frozen. So I was looking for a bag of frozen peas. I couldn't find it. And then I was looking at fresh peas, and I did find some fresh peas. They were extraordinarily expensive to me. So what I did find was a bag of frozen mixed vegetables, which was dramatically cheaper and had more peas per pound than the fresh peas. So I went through and I picked some frozen peas out of the mixed vegetable bag because I'm a trooper. I thought that was a pretty funny thing. First time I've ever done that. Anything else? I got prawns. I got some fresh prawns on the market. These guys are still alive. And I bet you they're a little bit angry to be sitting in this bag. So once again, hitting the anger theme. Okay, so these look good. I got a few big boys. We're going to handle them a little bit later. And then in terms of the noodle, I was actually a little bit struggling with how this dish is going to come together. I wasn't sure about noodle variety. So I bought two different kinds. I bought bun. I bought the round rice noodle, thick. And I bought pho. I bought the flat rice noodle as well. So I have two different kinds of noodle. At the moment, I'm kind of leaning towards the flat rice noodle being the better texture or being the most appropriate. Give me a headshot, buddy. Thank you so much. At the moment, I'm leaning towards a pho noodle, but as we get there, we're going to see. And I also kind of, this whole dish is still coming together in my head. We're going to cook through it together. The game plan is to make a pea puree with a lot of herbs inside. Put that at the bottom of the plate. And then make some sort of noodle salad with these different vegetable components, a little bit spicy, toss it, and then on top put some grilled shrimp. So that's kind of the components going on. I'm gonna make a crouton as well, but that's the game plan. Puree on the bottom, noodle salad, grilled shrimp, croutons on top. It should be good. Okay, I could send you one from New Mexico. I don't know what that's in reference to. I just had some rice pudding. It was delicious. That's cool. I haven't had rice pudding in a long time. Xin Chao, good to see you. Yes. Okay, that's a little behind the scenes communication there. The player, oh, I like this P word for him. What about like the something player tang? The player producer? We're gonna get there. The pompous player producer, the phenomenal player producer. Proud, oh, that's prominent. Oh, there's some good P words coming up. Pompous I do kind of like sometimes. I can throw it out there for our pompous producer over there, thinking he's got the premium shot. I like that too. Well, we got some good ones here. Pretentious probiotic. I need it. I need the probiotic. Pickled, peppery, perspiring. Frozen yak. You are a funny person. I like you, Frozen yak. It's too late to request my dish from last episode donation. How about Caesar's? Wait a minute, Tweet White. I don't remember you donating anything for last episode. How about a Vietnamese Caesar salad for the love? Oh, did you? I do remember you giving a straight donation. Just can't get on board with it. The rats are coming, Tweet White. We're gonna have to do it on Wednesday. A Vietnamese Caesar salad. Actually, I have a good one. Yes, we will do the Vietnamese Caesar salad because I have a good YouTube video for that. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I think I have a very good idea for salads. All salads in general. Caesar salad's a good way to demo my thought process. I don't want to talk about it right now, though. Are you still doing food tours? Yes, I do, McDaddy. I can't stay long for this live feed as I've been flying back to Saigon today. Wait a minute. Oh, welcome back. Good. Jump off the stream. Come home. Is Fred joining us today again? I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him a little bit. I love the texture of mian right now. I feel like every time we talk, mian is glass noodle if you're unaware, or mung bean threads, or sweet potato noodle, all of these things are mian. Anytime it's a clear noodle. I feel like every time we talk about mian, or like there's the thought of getting it, I never really get that excited, but when I eat it, I like it. I do like it. Do you feel the same or no?
No, I think the mian is the last option for me.
Glass noodle option?
Yeah.
It's never like the thing, but sometimes when I have it, I really do like it. And I think I prefer it stir-fried over in a soup. I think mian's cool, but underutilized at the moment. How do you have a picture of the dish for the thumbnail before the dish is made? We love our sweet friend, Gemini. She's a wonderful server, provider for us. Anyway, most of it's either AI or Tang's just cutting something up, making it quick. Make the dish, Chad. Heard that. Let's cook. Do you also stream on Instagram? No. Okay, let's get moving. Sweet White, I do remember. I remember you trying to get the chat rolling. That was cool. Let's get started. How am I going to start? I don't know. I didn't really think this through. This shouldn't be too hard in terms of putting it together, because I don't expect this to be a hot dish. It's a room temper dish. A warm dish, rather. And in my brain, I'm kind of thinking, okay, I'm going to be making a... I have no idea. I just lost my train of thought completely. But let's move forward. Let's cut the radish. So I was thinking I want to have the radish as a raw component. Maybe a little bit of a sweet pickle as a garnish on top. Because I don't really see... Do I have a paring knife? No, but I can use this. Okay. I don't really see a sweet element going on in this dish right now. So I'm going to try to use my radish as the sweet element. That's the game plan for me. So I'm just going to try to clean the stem end and remove any dirt. I've already washed these, but I haven't really cleaned them in terms of this trim of the stem here. And this is just a fancy technique. You don't have to do this at all. But my natural fine dining instincts are kicking in. Or I should say my muscle memory. I just wish I had a bird's beak. That would be way easier for me right now. So when I'm doing this, I'm just, because I intend to serve it with that little stem on there. So I'm just trying to clean out any dirt that would hide in between the stem and the actual radish itself. And honestly, I probably only need 2. These are gigantic radishes. Humongous. I'm not using much. So I'm just going to cut to the point where the stem starts. Hopefully it'll look nice. This one don't look nice. Look at that brown part. I don't like that. Why you do that to me? Why you be doing that?
Where did you find it?
The radish?
Yeah.
These are pretty common at King Food sells these.
I never see
You never
radish
see?
in Vietnam.
These, I think King Food has these almost every single time. Radish, King Food, and any import store will have them. All right, so I'm going to trim down here. This is basically going to be like a final garnish. So I'm going to cut these really thin. And these do kind of have I mean, if you're not a big radish person, they kind of have a natural spice element to it, a little bit of a heat to it. I'm going to go a little thinner. But these are gigantic. These are really big radishes. McDaddy, where'd you grow up? I grew up in Pennsylvania. But I left Pennsylvania when I was 18 and then I started living in New York and lived in Chicago. So you can see that little cut of that radish is cool. Now we get a little bit of that green sort of stem on there. Just that little thing. It just looks nice, you know. I can see these radishes are overgrown. Honestly, they should have been picked earlier. You see they're a little bit powdery on the inside. There's some holes developing on the inside. There's a little bit of dryness. So these are not premium in my view. These are overgrown. But we're going to use them. We're not going to need much. Okay. That's the red one. Oh, that radish is bad, bro. These, never again am I buying these. Dude, never again, never again. Don't ever put red radishes on a challenge for me, because I'm not buying these again. That ain't happening. Can I find anything usable for me? Yo, you suck. What else I got? Is Fred's mom out? Good night, Chad and everyone. Have to hop off here. Cannot stay on the live tonight. Have to be up early in the morning. I will watch the video tomorrow. We'll see you later. Always good to see you. Good luck on the early wake-up call tomorrow. All right, hopefully this radish will give me what I need. Even that what I got right there is going to be enough for my dish today. No red. Ah, yeah. Why are you a little bit gray? I hate you so much. Damn it. All right, let's call that a day. Let's get these. I'm going to use a couple. Maybe I'm going to cut them in half, though. These are quite large. And I think my game plan for these is to soak them in sugar, kind of macerate them like a strawberry, and then right before we serve it, we'll soak it in ice water and hopefully crisp them back up. So it's kind of like we're doing a really quick candy on it, and then hopefully we can get the texture back. Because once we put the sugar on them and they macerate, they will soften, but I still would love them to be nice and crunchy, so hopefully the ice will do that. We'll find out. All right, we'll put these in a bowl. Cover them in some sugar. Can you kick up the music, Tang? Is that all right? I don't know if it's like just the music for me, so it doesn't affect their audio. All right, sugar's in. I'm gonna do a pinch of salt in here as well. I ain't got no salt. Wham, wham. If you haven't worked with fresh rice noodles often, you can't really stir fry them. So like anytime you're trying to make a noodle dish with these fresh rice noodle, basically the solution is make your sauce and all your stuff and then put it into the room temperature rice noodle and then like hand toss it. That's the best way to handle it. If you're having dry rice noodles that are soaked in water, then you can stir fry them. But all the stuff I have are fresh, so I have to be careful because they're very delicate. All right, so the radishes are sitting with sugar and salt. I'm going to put them into my refrigerator right now and just let them hang out. Let them macerate. And let's get, I have a pot of water on here. I'm going to turn this fire on, okay? Let me get that rolling. Okay. In the meantime, most of the vegetables are going to be either quickly blanched or quickly grilled, and then we'll cut them and put them to the side. So I'm going to handle the bell pepper right now, and I want to grill it, but I don't want to do like a roasted red pepper. We're going to grill and then peel and they get really soft. I still want this to have that firm texture. So I'm just going to cut off the sides. And I definitely don't need all of it. Okay. Maybe I use a different thing. No, this is good. All right, so we'll use a little bit of the bell pepper. I can just remove the pith if I can.
What style to this?
What style of dish?
You're gonna do today?
I don't know what style this would be.
Like Thai or
No,
Korean,
no, it's definitely not Thai. If you had to categorize it, God, I have no idea, man. Kind of French, kind of Greek, not really.
Chattify?
I could say American. Yeah, you could say, it's definitely a chatter. It could be an American. You could say that because when I say American, that means nothing, so I can do whatever I want. That kind of works. It's definitely not Viet. It's definitely not Asian. We'll find out. Chef, can you make pizza with Vietnamese cuisine style? We've done pizza in the past already. And I think we've had some pretty good success with pizza. I think we did, it's actually Twee White who did a pizza stream. Oh, and there was one that had fig on it. I think it was fig and goat cheese and arugula. It was a banger. We've made good pizza in here before. I was pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, so I got the bell pepper. Some of this spring onion I'm going to grill as well. So I'm going to take my stem here and I'm going to cut this right down the middle. Maybe I should do it whole. No, I'm going to split it down the middle until I get... No, I shouldn't have done it that way, damn it. Okay. This will work, but not ideal. I wanted to grill it, I'm just thinking. And I wanted to leave... This is so dirty. I'm going to have to wash this really well. Let me think. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Let me wash. You can think of these just like a leek, where they do have a lot of dirt in the layers, so you have to wash them really well. So maybe I did do it the correct way. I needed to open that up to get a good view of what I was looking at in there. Should I do one more? Yeah, let's do one more. That will come up, bottom, and I'll do the same thing. I'll split it from the head all the way to the top, or the bulb rather, the bulb to the top. And you can see at the very top of here, there's just some dirt underneath these layers, so we want to wash them out really well. I'd rather have beaver. Okay. Chef, you've never made pizza in the new studio. That's a true statement. That's an accurate statement. Sonny made several videos on his channel featuring Vietnamese dishes that incorporate rat meat as an ingredient. What do you think about rat meat? I think we're going to find out Wednesday. Literally, I have it. I have it right now. It looks fattier than I expect it. It has, they told me, like the people, we bought rat from the Mekong. So about an hour and a half ride away. It was delivered directly from like the farm, I guess the farm, down there. So this is straight from the countryside delivered to us. And the guy who dropped off the rat meat said like, it's good to fry it, to fry it first before you start cooking it to get rid of the smell. So apparently there's a rat smell. And it did have a little bit of an aroma to it, but the aroma reminded me of like lamb. So that wasn't like off-putting in any way. But I will say, I didn't feel anything when we were talking about cooking rat, but when the rat got here and I looked at it, I felt a little weird. I felt a little something about it. So we'll see. I'm some nerves about it. But it's just another mammal, you know? Like I've eaten a lot of mammals before. This shouldn't be a problem. I don't want to eat a city rat, but as long as the rat is like from the grassland and countryside, it should be no problem. Although there still is something about it. There's something about it that kind of makes me a tiny bit queasy. Okay, I need to get ready for that airport. I'll see you in Saigon. See you later. Have a great day. Have a good flight. I missed something there, OG. Yeah, the rat's coming. Banh mi situation, no updates to happen. When we get, once this studio is completely set up, my main goal is to set this place up completely. It's not set up completely. It looks good right now, but I might have to get another air conditioner in here. There's still some lighting that needs to get improved. I still got to do some like stuff to make this room done. And then after that, I got to clean out the basement and build out the basement and the prep kitchen, and then we'll start selling food. But we're weeks away from that. Okay, bell peppers in here. I'm just doing a little bit of olive oil. I'm doing a little bit of salt. I'm not doing much. This is not the final seasoning. This is just some seasoning. And I'm going to get my, should I even do it like that? Nah, let's do it like this. I think I'm going to grill right on here. I'm going to grill right on my burner. Because I really want to have extreme heat. My little grill over there is cool, but it doesn't get as hot as this burner will. And I want this, I really want to char char the peppers fast and still have some crunch to it. The same with the onion. So we'll do it right over the grill here. And we'll get some tweezers if I can find them. Here we go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna throw, it's gonna get smoky. I'm gonna throw these right on, skin side down. And I'm not looking for this to be cooked through. I'm looking for this just to be not raw. We're just trying to take the rawness off of it a little bit. And that's going to be all we need. Couple seconds. Once I get a little char, we'll flip it and we'll do it. Just channel your inner cat Wednesday. Okay, I got it. Good advice. Meow, meow. I'm out here in the countryside. I'll save it for the snakes. So literally, this little char here is all I'm looking for. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit of char is all we need. Get some New York rats, they're big and fatty. No, I think that would really bother me. I don't think I want to take down the New York rat. I lived in New York for a while, and I've seen some of these rats. They are as big as dogs in New York, it's crazy. Okay, so this is almost done. I really want this super fast. Just a little bit of color is all we're looking for. Exactly. Rats in New York City the size of small cats. They are. They are. I've seen a rat in New York. It was not a small cat. It was as big as a cat. And it was just walking down the street like no big deal. It had no fear at all. It was pretty terrifying, honestly. Okay, cool. Pulling that. Pulling that. These look good to me. I'm going to throw on the spring onion right there. I'm going to turn the heat down though. The spring onions, I want to cook these a little bit longer than the bell pepper. I don't want full raw. I'd like these to be somewhat softened. So we're going to go a little bit of a lower heat, take our time with it, char them out. Okay, while these things are slowly cooking, please don't cook rats. It's happening. It's happening on Wednesday. I bought them. They're here. But they're cleaned already, so maybe that'll make you feel a little bit better about the situation. So I'm just going to remove the stems off of these flowers, these squash blossoms. And I haven't had a squash blossom in a long time. Kind of a cool thing. That's going to be enough. Okay. So I'm going to take this squash blossom, I'm going to cut them in half. I don't need to cut them all the way. I just kind of open them up and then pull out the stamen. And that's it. I can smell these onions are getting highly aromatic. It's quite nice. Where did you go for culinary school? I went to culinary school I went to tech school first. I went to culinary school in high school. And then after tech school, it was always my dream to go to CIA, the Culinary Institute of America in Rochester, New York. I went there and then I quit. I didn't think it was for me. I didn't think it was worth the money. Instead, I moved to New York City and I started working in the city, which I think was the best thing I could have done. And I think maybe a lot of people who went through school and are in debt right now wish they did the same thing. In my opinion, culinary school is not worth it unless you're going to a local college that is very inexpensive, or you have so much money that 40 grand a year doesn't matter to you in any way, or your parents or your grandparents or somebody in your family is going to pay for it for you. Do not go into debt to go to culinary school. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. You're entering an industry where you're not going to make a lot of money, and then but you potentially could be owing a crap ton of money because these culinary schools get really pricey. Huh? People love rats, baby. People want to eat rats or not eat rats. I think most people don't want to eat the rat, which is why we're doing it. Okay, I'm going to throw the squash blossom into that bowl with the olive oil in here. Very little. So we will grill these blossoms very quickly again. We're going to get all of our vegetable grilling done first, and then we'll move on to our vegetable blanching. There's no sink down here. I keep my muscle memories there. And then we'll move on to the sauce. Okay. Master Splinter is shaking his head right now. Can you open a Texas barbecue restaurant? I can. I'm not going to. I just saw a TikTok clip today of somebody doing Texas barbecue in Ho Chi Minh City serving a big ass beef rib. I just can't imagine the cost that you need to sell that beef rib for, this giant beef rib for, and I can't imagine who was buying it. I mean, it's definitely imported beef to doing Texas barbecue here. You're not using local beef, so you're buying very expensive beef. Then you're serving these big ribs. I mean, it's got to be $1 million per portion, $40 per portion. That's a lot of money here. Stuffed squash blossoms are so damn good, just a pain when you got to do a ton of them. I agree. When I was cutting these up, I was like, wow, maybe I'll stuff these other ones and fry them. That might be good. I haven't had that in a long time. That does sound fantastic. You learn stuff from working in the restaurant, then you move up. That's how all the chefs I've worked with has done it. All the people I've met so far who's gone to school are line cooks. I mean, I know people who've gone to school are chefs too, but I don't know a single kitchen that cares if you went to culinary school. I've never met a chef who's like, I only hire people who went to culinary school. Never met that. I don't agree with that in any way. So I just don't think there's much benefit. Unless, there's two things. If you want to be the chef of a big hotel, they may want to see a piece of paper that says you went to school. Or if you want to work in a culinary institute, or if you want to be a teacher at a larger school, they're going to want to see a diploma of some kind. So if that's your future goals, then you will need to go to get some sort of degree or diploma. But if that's not your future goals, I don't see any reason to do it. When people ask if they should go to culinary school, I just tell them to find a kitchen that will let them train in there. They'll learn everything they need to there. Yes, and they will learn for free. Or they might even make a little bit of money. Yes. Are you going to do a May the 4th Day inspired meal? I haven't even thought about it, but we could. What day is today? We're close. That's today. No. Or maybe that's tomorrow for you.
What do you think about the private chef career?
I think a private chef career is good job.
Yeah.
I think that's a good job. I think that's actually a real job to get that actually grants you a decent working life, a decent family life. Yeah, I mean,
Pay really well.
it pays really well if you find the right family. If I was still a hardcore chef and I wasn't down this angle and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? What am I going to do right now? I probably would look for that private chef gig. I mean, I know in the States you can easily, I don't want to say easily, but you can make $100,000 relatively commonly with the right family and the right environment, and even more depending on the family. And then you're not, you're not so, you're not stuck to the restaurant schedule. And you never know who you're going to meet when you're cooking for a private family. You're dealing with high-end clientele. That's always a good thing. You get to cook with nice food. That part's cool too. But I mean, they're working in a restaurant's amazing too. I miss it. I miss working in a restaurant. I miss slinging. I hate it. It sucks. It's a terrible life, but I do miss it. I do like it a lot. I've just tuned in. You're what? Getting the pet rats. You could grab some off the street for free. I have the rats already, but my wife begged me not to cook the rats today since I'm still a little bit under the weather. So I respect my wife's wishes, and I want to fully recover before we put the rats in my body. We're looking for good titles too, by the way, for the rat video. We want to incorporate like Ratatouille somehow. So maybe like the thumbnail, it's like me and there's a rat on my head and I'm like putting it in the pan or something. Or maybe I serve it with Ratatouille. Ratatouille. Have a little bit of fun with it. Okay, this looks pretty nice. I'm going to go a little bit longer. We can see there's a decent amount of char. And I just want to have these fairly tender. There's a banh mi place by me in the States selling pastrami banh mi. $30 a pop, comes with half a pound of pastrami. Is it worth it? Would you pay that? Or would you pay it twice? Oh, pastrami. I was thinking about brisket. Oh, pastrami. Oh, that would be good. Does that have mustard and stuff on it, like classic pastrami style, or is it like Viet? Okay, this is looking pretty good. I like the char level on this. Let's call it a day on here. Let these sit, and they're gonna kind of steam a little bit in here and soften up more. The flours we're barely gonna touch. I just want to soften these up. I'm not looking for color on this. I could easily blanch these as well, but I figured let's grill it, try to get a little flavor on it. But I'm really just looking for them to kind of wilt. I'm not looking for any real char on this in any way. Oh my God, Tutti Frutti, you can't do this to me right now. I can't do it. Normally I love you so much, but not today.
Why it's just random genre or something?
Maybe it's on random, I don't know. Tutti Booty. All right, I'm going to keep my eyes on this tight while we're doing this because, as I said, it's going to be super fast. That might be it. Couple more seconds. All right, let's call it there. Pull these off. Cool. I felt so sick when I went to the market today, but my goodness, the stuff looks so good early at the market. You go to the market early morning, produce, amazing. Amazing. Even though I felt sick and nauseous and dizzy, I was like, whoa, those look good, bro. Give me some of that flowers. Sammy D, the rats are coming on Wednesday. On Wednesday. My wife told me don't eat rat today. Still under the weather. So I told her, okay, Wednesday we'll do the rats. Okay, what's next? Blanching. Yeah, let's blanch. All right, so for the blanching, I'm going to use the Chinese chive. And I'm going to use the tops of these spring onions. Okay, let me cut these spring onions. I want to wash these spring onions really well. Anything that's on the older side of the spring onion, I'm going to remove it. This is going to go into our sauce, so I want to kind of have more younger stuff that's going to blend up a little bit easier. That's going to be good. And these I'm going to cut up so we can wash them well. Get my bowl. Most of this, all the vegetables that are getting served inside the noodle like a salad, I want to cut them in a similar shape to the noodle. So everything's going to kind of be long and thin. Our Chinese chives or our garlic, or rather garlic chives. Our garlic chives here, is this Chinese chive or garlic chive? My brain is it
Garlic.
garlic chive? Garlic chive. Are you sure?
Chinese chive is hair.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They're both hair. What do you call this one? Hair.
Hair toy.
Yeah, you call them both hair. You guys, sometimes Vietnamese is very confusing. One word can do a lot of stuff, has a lot of power. Do the rats come? I can't wait to Wednesday. The rat is so excited. Do the rats come pre-cleaned, skinned, and gutted? Yes, yes, and yes. We were struggling hard to try to find. We wanted to get a rat with the whole face on it. They don't got that. All the rats are kind of snipped. They snip the nose, they snip the teeth off. We couldn't find it. Garlic chives. Dude, I don't know. I do know. My brain is a little slow over here right now. I don't know what is going on, but grilled summer squash flowers is never a bad thing to walk into. I got an old grill like that. I was going to chuck it, but I'll keep it now. What a great way to char grill eggplant and capsicum on the gas. Yeah, it works for sure. Oh, just a Viet Bundy with pastrami. That seems a little low effort to me. I don't know how well pastrami just sits straight on cilantro. Typical picker. There's a pate on it too. Like pate and pastrami is not, to me, not a natural combination.
Oh, they mean just the bread.
It has mustard on it. Oh, I like mustard. I like that. Just play lightsaber with your onion stick. Boom, check the way. That's funny. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so the Chinese, whatever these chives are, I'm going to cut them a little bit of a bias. Should I do a little bit bigger? Let's do a little bit bigger. Call it there. Yeah, what? This is a good song. This sounds like, what's the name of that band? Anyway.
Chili pepper.
No, not Chili Peppers. No. This guy with long, curly hair, and he screams into a mic, and I'll think of it. Not Avenged Sevenfold. Damn it, I almost had it. I'll get it. But all of our non-copyright music, it all definitely is deeply, deeply inspired by very heavily copyrighted music. So every once in a while, I think I hear a song I know, and I'm like, oh, no. They're just loosely inspired by a song that I love so much. Okay, blanching the chive in. This is going to be very fast. We are literally looking just for a quick blanch here. Here we go. Really just, that's it. That's all I need. Just trying to take the raw off. We want to keep it nice and light. Because some of the vegetables that I'm grilling, I want that sort of char flavor. But I don't want everything to be charred because it's going to be too dark and too deep in terms of flavor. And for these, I still want to have some rawness, some freshness. When I'm thinking of springtime, I see freshness, right? I see green, I see new sprouts. So I want to have some crunch to everything going on, some liveliness still. So I don't have a lot of ice, so I'm going to throw it on a tray and throw it straight in the fridge. Right in the fridge below me. Let this cool down quick. And now, the scallion, what are these? The spring onions are going in the water. I'm going to blanch these a little bit longer. I want these to be able to puree. So we're going to take them down until they get softer. And then we're also going to throw in the peas in that water, but I'm going to wait until it gets softer. System of a Down. It's not System of a Down, but I do love System of a Down. This is, I don't know. Hello, Chad. Hope all is well. What's on the menu today? We are making a noodle suggestion, a noodle challenge today. Can you pop it up for anyone who's just popping in? Let's go over it again. The guy, and it's not a System of Down. The band I'm thinking of is even bigger hair, super curly. It's not Coheed and Cambria either. It's like, oh God, I'm gonna think of it in a second. Okay, so what we're making a dish based off spring, herbaceous prawn, angry noodle. So today we're making some sort of noodle salad, a little bit spicy, topped with grilled prawns, and has a herb pea puree on the bottom. That's the strategy. That's the goal. That's what we're going for. And we're going to go with this spring onion a little bit longer until we get really soft. Let's say another 15, 20 seconds. No, none of this. 7 Mary 3, no. Nonsense. God, I wish I could remember the band, but that's okay. We'll move forward. Noodle, bread. Okay. Lemon. I'm just looking at all my stuff and trying to figure out what order I want to handle this stuff. Okay, these are starting to soften. Go a little bit longer. All right, so let's add the peas into here now. And again, these peas are already blanched. These are frozen peas, so they're blanched already. We're basically just heating them up for in a few seconds. And that's really all we need right there. Okay, I think I'm good on the blanching. Turn that off. Am I done? I'm debating if I should have done maybe a little bit of potato in this. No, I think we're going to be okay. I'm just looking at the amount of product I have because I'm thinking I'm going to put this in my food processor to blend. But this is a little bit light on the blending. A little bit light in terms of making it spin properly inside of the blade. But we're going to have to just go for it. Okay. While these peas are still kind of warm or hot, I'm going to throw in a little bit of dill so it can just kind of wilt in here, warm up, kind of wake up. Okay, so dill's going in. Good amount of dill. This is almost going to be like a pesto thickened with peas. That's a little bit of the thought process. So there's definitely going to be some olive oil in here. I'm debating right now, is there any other liquids I want to throw in? I'm going to put in a lot of mint. I'm going to put in a lot of mint. Peas and mint, natural spring pairing. At the drive-in, no, it's not at the drive-in either. It's not Foo Fighters either. I love that you guys are throwing out these words, but it's not that. The guy has a super high voice. He sings into a white mic. He's more of a screamer than a singer. It's like two brothers. I think they're brothers. One brother's got super big hair, singer. The other brother's got a smaller afro. He's a guitar player. No, they're not a huge band, but they are kind of big. They've had some bangers. He's a good guitar player. He plays a single coil. Looks like a mini Gibson. I do know the guitar well. I'm waiting for somebody to put it up in the chat. Chat, I will love you so much if you can nail this band. If Michael was here, he would know it in a second because our good friend Daniel loved this freaking band. He was into it for a while. At the drive-in? No, not at the drive-in. Not at the drive-in. BG? No, not BG. Maybe it's like, would I say it's pop rock? No, not pop rock, but it's definitely rock music, probably from early 2000s. Okay, a lot of mints in here. Oh, maybe I should do a little bit of lime or lemon. No, we'll finish it with lemon. Mars Volta, thank you so much. Thank you very much. That's the band. Yes, that's it. I'm going to listen to Mars Volta tonight. I'm taking a bath. I'm going to put on the Mars Volta, and I'm going to do the opposite of relax in the bathtub. I'm going to be losing my mind in there. There he is. I guess his afro is smaller than I thought, the singer. If you never heard of Mars Volta, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's loud. It's aggressive. It's unique. The singer is okay. He's good, but when you hear him like unplugged, it's he's okay. But I do love it. Okay, this thing is herbaceous. If anyone's going to tell me I didn't hit the herbaceous mark, you are a liar. Okay? There's a lot of herbs in here. Now I feel better about the amount of product that we have to put in our food processor. This is almost like a green goddess dressing, kind of too. Maybe I put a little mayonnaise in, might help. Okay. What do you think, Tang?
A lot of herbs.
A lot of herbs.
Even for Vietnamese.
Huh?
Even for Vietnamese.
Even for Vietnamese. No, I don't think there's a lot of herbs for Vietnamese. This is just normal for Vietnamese. All right, let's get this thing plugged in. We'll bring out our wonderful, beautiful food processor. Can I unplug one of these things?
Yeah.
Anyone?
The small one.
I won't be long. Okay, big boy's in there. Bring out the food processor. Ugh. And again, this is going to be a warm salad, so I'm not worried about temperature here at all. And I'm making this puree, and I'm going to let it sit, and totally fine. No problem for me. Okay, boom, on. Big boy. I haven't used this since the old studio. No surprise, it's a little bit dirty. Tree must have washed this one. Let's give it a quick once over. Okay. I'm gonna get all that water out. I think the reason why I'm sick. I think why I'm still struggling. I drank probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of tap water, which may have been the culprit. I don't know what else it would have been. No one else in my family is having any issues, just me. So I think that was potentially the issue. I made an instant coffee with some tap water, which was probably a bad idea. Okay. Blend it. All my stuff is going in. Looking pretty cool. Pretty nice. Like all the peas. Okay, something that's very cool is I have 2 faucets over here. Let's do a shot over here. Here we go. And you can now see me. This is tap water. This one's filtered water. So this one's actually food safe and drinking safe. So I'm very excited to have that. We're always upgrading here at CKSK, and I'm going to add a little bit of filtered water into our puree. Maybe I'll even add more if I need more. We'll see. A little bit of salt. A little bit of olive oil. Let's give it a blend. Let's find out. Here we go. Maybe, maybe, maybe. The goal is to really get this smooth. We'll see how smooth we can get it. Nope. Nope. It didn't build it up, it knocked me down. I'm gonna just scrape down the sides here. I wanna get this as smooth as possible. Hopefully we can get there. Ideally, a blender would be the better choice for this particular application. But my blender is over in my home kitchen area and I don't feel like getting it. And hopefully this is gonna work. I thought it would work with the pea in there. That's why I was concerned with the amount of product I had, because obviously if I have a little bit more product, the food processor is going to work better. I'm going to add a little bit more water into here. We'll let that rip for a little bit. They're pissed off. They're pissed. I'm sure they would much rather be in a pond somewhere than sitting in a pink plastic bag on the back of my table. I guarantee they're angry. Thank you for the support. YouTube just got a hit of 130 people searching for Mars Volta. Looks like Norwa's cuisine. What's Norwa's? Norwegian? Norwa's. I've never heard that name. I saw some Vietnam countryside hot pots. Does it smell?
Yeah.
What smells?
It smells something burning.
I don't smell anything burning.
A little bit.
Okay, all right. We always love chaos here. I saw some Vietnam countryside hot pots, and they have quite a lot of variety of vegetables. So much. So much. It's so exciting. All right, let's take a peek. You could always smash it through a fine mesh ricer. You totally could. I'm not looking for that perfect puree. I'm okay, it's a little bit chunky. When I envision this, I imagine a pea puree, which would be much smoother. But I'm actually okay with this. I'm imagining, oh, you're doing nothing there. The noodles are going to have a lot of olive oil in them. So I don't want this to be super fatty. I could easily add more olive oil and make this smoother and richer. I could add mayonnaise and make it smoother and richer. But then I'm going to have fat on fat, and I don't think that's going to be appropriate, especially not going to feel spring-y. Where this right now does kind of just look like a pesto, so I think that's okay. I'm just tasting, I'm thinking. I have some lotus seeds, which I think would be, if they were cooked, I think lotus seeds would be kind of cool in here actually, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to throw in a clove of raw garlic. 1, 2, 2.5. I'm going to put in a little bit of raw ginger as well. This is going to make this a little bit bitier, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more angry, you might say. A little bit more fire, more passion. So we'll do some raw garlic and raw ginger in there. All right, I don't want to make this too crazy with ginger. I still want this to be herb focused and not ginger focused, but I think that's probably good. I was debating about throwing some cashews in, or maybe even some peanuts in. I have some macadamia nuts. I think macadamia nuts are real cool. And for those of you who watched the last stream, here's my bitter melon that I forgot to put in the soup. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. It's frozen solid. It is a bitter melon ice cube. Maybe I should, this would be a very nightmare-fueled like beverage. If I put a bitter melon ice cube inside like your freshly squeezed lemonade, I bet you that would get some clicks on that one.
Make a jelly out of it.
A jelly? I can make it. That'd be easy to make. That'd be
Yeah.
easy to make. But I think the idea of like, you put an ice cube in your drink and then the bitter melon slowly melts out in drink, that will crush a lot of people's dreams. Microplastic from a plastic blender is no good. Okay, TikTok crashed. Tang is now upset. He's saying crapoly. All right, I'm gonna throw in a couple macadamia nuts as well in here. Give us a little more body, just a few, probably 6 or 7. And we're gonna let this blend again while he's dealing with TikTok.
TikTok is cuts it off.
Oh, that sounds rough. I'm a bitter melon kind of guy, but that's rough. Huh? You got it? Huh? I didn't go live yet, no. We were just about to go live on TikTok with the phone. We said there was a problem. Now he seems like it was okay. You feel like it's okay now? Wow, we're back. Okay, fantastic. Welcome back, TikTok viewers. We're live again. All right, so I'm not doing that? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. I put a little bit of salt. I put a little bit of sugar. Blend it again. Did you see this? Bitter melon coffee cold foam. What? Whoa, that's rough.
It's not gonna be nice now.
What's up, Lillian? Lillian is back. What kind of license and inspections, fire marshal, health, pest, etc., do you need to open a restaurant in Vietnam, and is it different as a local or foreigner? It's not different as a local or a foreigner, but the difference could be that the police would pay a little bit more attention to you if you're a foreigner. It's hard to hide when you're a foreigner, so you need to be a little bit more aware of everything. There's all these things that you stated here, fire marshal, health. Pest, I don't think so. But there is a fire marshal and there is a health. I'm confused, you know, some of the information I've heard seems quite outrageous to me in terms of the inspections that are needed, coming to be around, I think it was about $1,000, 30 million around there, to get these inspections done. When I'm like, that doesn't sound right, because I know all these other people aren't doing that. So I don't have exact information for you. I've heard stuff through the grapevine. I don't have all the details. I can't say it, but I do know the fire marshal was, I think $15-16 million, $800 around there, which seemed crazy to me because I know these small vendors are not paying that much money. They can't afford it. They can't afford that much money to open. And we haven't gone through it here. I'll give you that information as we get to it. Cool. Ooh, that frozen bitter melon once defrosted should bring the bitter taste down. It definitely will. And I'll try it. I'll let that thaw out and I'll try it so we can see what happens when you have a completely frozen bitter melon. My wife is out there waving. I see you. Hello, hello. I don't think she wants the camera cut to her. She just got back from yoga. Probably not, well, maybe she's open to camera right now because she's probably high off of her yoga stretching. She gets very excited about her yoga and she hasn't done it in a couple weeks. Oh, she got a delivery. Some big old beverage delivery going on over here. Oh, we got a case of coconut water. Well done, wife. Hey, Chad, I made roasted chicken and rice. Oh, nice. Good job. My son was so proud of himself for that chicken that day. And even Tree with the cookies. Like, that was really cool to cook with them. We're definitely going to do that more. And Liam really had a great time. All the kids had a really great time. That was really cool to do it. What food are you most excited about for when you go back to America? A cheesesteak. Cheesesteak is good. That's probably it. That's not. Hoagie. Hoagie is good. Mostly sandwiches. Oh, let me blitz this one more time. I gotta because I added the salt and the sugar. Let's blitz it and we'll taste it again. Okay, let's see where we're at with this thing. BT Murphy, Lillian, I gotta say how excited I was last stream. When the stream was over, we were like the final minute of the stream, and then Lillian came in and said like, hey, I'm here. And the amount of people afterwards were like, hey, Lillian, good to see you, missed you, and all that. It's like, wow, that's really cool. It's really cool that there is like a little community forming, and you know, we're all here at the same time all the time, so there's, I don't know. I really liked it. And especially if you know Lillian's been going through some drama and some crap in her life and people are supporting her, so I think that's really cool. Flavorful.
Bitter.
Huh? Bitter? A tiny bit, but not crazy. I want it to be creamier. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think. I was going to have, I'm debating about putting mayonnaise in. You get a little creaminess. But also, then I'm debating about putting mayonnaise in the noodle itself. And this becomes like a seasoning on the bottom to grab from because it's potent and powerful. I'm going to do a little bit more salt in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I didn't expect it, but I think we're going to put a little bit of mayonnaise in the noodle salad with some olive oil. And that's going to be like the real rich part. And this is going to be the fresh, bright, herbaceous part with a little bit of anger because there's some raw garlic there. It's a little spice. Little more time in here. That motor from the food processor is making a sweet sound. That's an interesting one. This is not how I envisioned. Originally, in my head, this was a much more pea-heavy puree. And now this is much more pesto-y, which isn't bad at all. All right, let's call this on the puree part. I don't know if I'm done on the seasoning part of this, but I'm done on the pureeing part of it. This is super herby, and all that's fine. And this has texture to it. This has some crunch. There's a little bit of chew from the dill in here. And again, all that I'm okay with. This is okay to me. It's just kind of changing how the dish eats in my brain. But that's part of this game, is you got to work with, you know, what you got, how it changes. And you always got to go with the flow. Okay, let's get this in a bowl. And I think I'm just going to throw this. Can I do this right in here? No, let's marinate the stuff in there. Let's get another bowl. I can use this. Okay, let's use this. All right, so we'll put this aside. I'm probably going to come back to this before we plate up and just confirm I'm happy with this seasoning. I like the garlic in here. I like the ginger in here. They stand out. I don't really taste the macadamia nut, I can't say, but I can feel it. It definitely feels different than it did before. So that's our puree or a pesto. Let's call it an herb pesto. Spring pesto. Angry spring pesto, we'll call it. Smooth like butter, like criminal. What? I just love it when things work and sound great. Cool. I'm glad to hear it. Thank community for all your support because you are helping me so much and feel better now. Lillian, that's great to hear. Lillian, that's great to hear.
Hit the song.
Huh?
Hit the song.
Hit the song.
Hit the song. This is the song.
This is the song?
No. Smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter.
It's a lyric.
Smooth like butter, like criminal undercover. What song is that?
I think it's sugar.
Sometimes it's funny. There's a few songs that are American songs that are wildly popular in Vietnam, and like every Vietnamese knows these English songs. Mostly ABBA. Vietnamese love ABBA. Do you know why, Tang?
I think it's an old TV. Old TV broadcast in the early 2000s.
ABBA was I don't know, I guess it was right after the American War. There was a point where no one was coming to Vietnam and ABBA played a concert in Vietnam. And the Vietnamese people fell in love with ABBA. And then they grew. They super pumped over here. He might disagree with me. That's a true statement.
Yeah.
Dude is sounding off to a song. Okay. Make it an egg roll type concoction. Rizzaroni, we got a plan and we are executing that plan. Thank you for this one. Norwas is when Parisian make a super herb dishes to celebrate spring. Okay, Persian, sorry, not Parisian, Persian. I've never heard that word before. But I definitely will say, I think Persian food is probably my highest excitement to try at this moment. Because most Asian cuisines I've tasted. And a lot of Mexican or I wouldn't say a lot of South American, maybe Central American food I've tried. But Persian food is probably the thing that's getting me the most interested to understand, especially Sonny's been doing a lot of stuff in those parts of the world, in that part of the world. And Sonny from Best Ever Food Review Show, or Best Ever Food Review Show, the food he's showing off seems highly interesting, unique, and I would love to try it. Yes, Viet people in the U.S. love ABBA too. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Let's bring out my anger. We could do. I think we should set up some streams like that, where it's simple like that. First off, I'm furious because this new tortilla press is a piece of crap. So I'm angry. I got a new tortilla press, Lazada. What's his face? Oh, I forget his name right now. But the owner of Dos Laquitas Taco, he let me borrow his tortilla press before, and it was amazing. I couldn't believe how good it was. It was beautiful. But it's like $120 for 2 pieces of metal that you smash together. I can't spend that much money on that. I just can't rationalize it. So then I bought this off of Lazada for probably $4 or something. It's probably 100K or less. And it looks real, but man, it don't have much power to it. This hinge is gonna break. We'll see. All right, before we do that, let's get these shrimp and let's piss them off a little bit. I think they're probably not going to like this part. I'm going to rip its head off. Probably pissed off right now. Maybe I'll do it like this, then put them over here. That seems better. Maybe I should have peeled these before we started. This might take me a couple. I'll just do 4 or 5. Huh?
You can peel it top at the same time.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can peel if you're gonna chat me up. You help me with the chat, I'll do it. Oh, this shrimp is angry. Guaranteed. Oh, you know what I should have bought instead of buying this stupid tortilla press? What's that? Banquet? Huh? Is that it? What's the from Hue? Banep Hue? I should have bought one of those things. That would have been better. Then they work. For a tortilla press?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm going to find a tortilla press at the used kitchen store. Wait a minute, Monkey or Money God got mic issues. Anybody else? He's on YouTube.
Sound is fine.
Oh, okay, thanks, yeah. Money God, if you want to try to refresh. OG, thank you for trying to help him.
I actually never tried.
Does it hurt the shrimp? Yes, they're pissed. They're angry. So here's this dish called banapue, which means like pressed cake. And they use these two pieces of metal they smash together to press the cake together. And they even put shrimp inside, like whole shrimp. That's super strong. I should have bought what? I mean, that's not going to really work for tortillas, though, when I want to do tortillas. I might just need to buy a good tortilla press at some point. Or maybe I just need to fix the hinge on this when it breaks. Ooh.
This one is
Is that a epue thing? No, it's tortilla one.
expensive.
How much is that? No. Dude, the one that I used before was about $120. And it's literally just two pieces of metal. Like, it's so much money. Okay. Chef, take your time. It's like ASMR. Okay. Okay, well then I'll talk really soft and nice while I peel these shrimp. What are you putting on here? The pompous producer is scrolling TikTok as we're working over here.
Some guy making bánh epue.
The
I want to
pompous
see.
peppered producer? You can throw it up.
I want to see how they make. He has some kind of a press.
That's probably the same one I got right here. No, he's got the real one.
Here.
Andy Tran. What are you, bro? He's got it. There's the ep press. So that kind of looks like a tortilla press. It would be annoying to use. That would work out for me right now, but trying to make tortillas on that would be a little bit annoying. I just can't spend $100 on a tortilla press. That's so crazy. Andy Tran gets it. Banapue is so damn good. Tang, handle that comment for us.
He do something similar.
Banapue is so good. I love the sound it makes when they squeeze the press together. It's very cool. So that's a dish like you squeeze it as you're cooking it. So when you squeeze it, it's over the fire. And then when you squeeze it, it hisses. It's really loud. The first time you go to a banapue restaurant, or banapue restaurant, you feel like something's being hurt. Because you're sitting at the table and all of a sudden you start hearing the screaming going on. It's just the pans. It's the steam escaping from the pan. I lost my, yeah, there he goes. So he's squeezing that dough, locking it in. And this is a dough made with tapioca starch, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tapioca starch. And then you pick your flavor. You can get it with shrimp or with egg or meat. And they squeeze it. It's a very cool dish, very uncommon.
I don't think they have any power in the press.
Power?
No, yeah.
No, you have to do it by hand.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. I mean, you got to cook this one by one by one. So it's a very labor-intensive dish. There we go. So he's done the shrimp and the pork inside. Smash it down. You press it super tight. It's a very cool dish. My computer went black. This one over here, I can't touch it right now. It probably just needs to be waked up. This is my last shrimp. I'm almost done. Dope producer. Heard that. What do we got? Peppered producer. Chad, take your... Oh, heard that. Birds of a feather. We should stick together. I know I've said I'd never think I wasn't better alone. Okay, heard that. Last one.
Is it like bánh xèo?
That's been it.
But it's similar to bánh xèo at all?
No, it's much chewier. You never had it?
No.
Let's, what do I go? Back to our favorite segment. White American teaches Vietnamese guy about Vietnamese food. This is my favorite segment of the show. No, it's very, very chewy. It doesn't really have any crunch to it in any way. You eat it like bánh xèo. It's similar in the way you order it. You order it per piece and what filling you want, and then you wrap it. But the texture is totally different. I think it's a fun texture. And really, like, you know, I talk a little trash on Tang, but banapue is a very, very rare dish in Saigon. Extraordinarily rare. In Saigon, I know one place. That sells it right now in Saigon.
Does this hurt the shrimp?
Yes. Shrimp are pissed off. They're extremely angry right now. Okay, shrimp are peeled. Let's get some paper. Let's play my favorite game besides for White Guy Teaches Vietnamese Man about Vietnamese food. Will this tortilla press break the first time I use it? That's my other favorite game.
What are you doing right now?
I'm gonna press the shrimp because I'm angry. Watch, look how angry I am. Let me get this. Good hand washing. Are you ready? Are you ready for this, Tang? Can you believe what's about to happen? Watch. Ready? 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 Press. Press. Anger! Not yet. Anger! I'm angry!
Oh, your hands are so funny.
Tang, that's the opposite effect. Yo, this tortilla press is trash. Look, I'm pressing it. This is full press, maximum press. Can't go farther down, and I barely smashed the shrimp. Dude. What the shit, bro? The thing is like concave. It's like, what the crap, man? There we go.
I'm afraid you're gonna break the table.
Break the table? No, I ain't breaking the table. Not exactly how I imagined it. All right, let's get it out because this isn't working. I need to just get more pissed. This is so anticlimactic, man. I'm pissed off right now. I'm pissed.
Look at this.
Perfect. This is perfect. I'm so angry at my stupid tortilla press I spent money on. I can't even squish a shrimp. It's not gonna squish a tortilla. You suck. Why does it look flat when it's like that? Just put it on the floor and stand on it.
Bruh.
You suck, dude. You suck, tortilla press. You know, I wanted to have this big, flat smash. That was the whole idea. What the frick? There's always a hammer. There is always a hammer. I get that part. I'm just angry, which might be perfect for our test. Where'd that other piece of paper go? There it is. But I'm just pissed off. All right, let's do it. Not at all what I wanted. Well, I really love wasting money. So this is really, I'm fitting into the theme. I am pissed off right now. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna throw this thing right in the frickin' trash. Maybe I should get the pot. What do I got? Okay, try this one.
Let him cook.
Okay. Better. I'll take it. But I'm still angry. Okay? The shrimp are pissed. I'm pissed. Everybody's filled with rage, and our anger is perfect. Exactly what we were looking for. Okay, let's try to get our... That's fine. Back in. Last two. Where's my little pot? Okay. That was a cool shot. Hiya!
Love seeing you struggle, Chen.
You love the struggle? It's perfect. I'm full of rage right now. Okay. I mean, like that's kind of what I was looking for. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Still pissed. I'm happy. Okay, inside. We're done with that part of the process. Let that stuff sterilize. Okay, let's marinate our shrimp. We're gonna go a little olive oil. We're gonna go a little bit of anger, a little chili, dry chili. We're gonna go a little bit of lemon zest. What if I did a 24-hour live stream of just cutting? 24 hours of just cutting.
Making your garlic oil.
Garlic oil, cutting by hand. I would need to have like a prep list of what I wanted, like cutting all that pork fat that you got me. Like that's an hour. Okay. I just cut everything by hand. Make a lot of pickles that day or something. Did I take out the shrimp poo-poo? No, because I'm angry. No extra steps. Okay, that seems like enough. The lemon zest is so powerful. And I don't have a lot of shrimp in here. But it's finely cut. Very nice. Okay. Anything else? Oh, garlic. I wanted to do garlic. Okay. Garlic's inside. And we'll mix this up. We'll let this marinate while we're waiting for the next step. Grilling the shrimp is going to be the absolute last thing we do today, so I'm going to let that sit until we're ready. Throw this up. Okay. Get rid of this stupid tortilla press. All right, so something, a garnish on top that I thought would be nice, a nice textural element was going to be some sort of crouton. So we're going to make a crouton. I did bake some sourdough yesterday. So I'm just going to cut them up. The only thing I was thinking about is like, do I want to have cubes or do I want to have like a big thin, I think I'm going to do cubes. Yeah, let me do cubes. Okay. So let's cut it open. All right, that should be good.
You think about pepperoni sourdough.
Pepperoni sourdough?
Yeah.
That sounds good, I'll do that. Or even the lapsang focaccia, I can make lapsang sourdough. I have a lot of lapsang. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm down for some meaty stuff. I've been making so much bread, but I'm down to put some stuff inside of it. I'm just trimming this. I want to try to get a nice dice. I don't know why, I'm silly. But I'm just going to trim out this excess first cut that was kind of rough. It's funny when I make so much bread now in the house, I always have bread for the kids, always. And then I can always tell when one of my kids was the last person to cut off the piece of that loaf. It gets a little jaggedy, gets a little uneven. You try to watch Liam try to cut a sourdough, it's pretty funny to watch. But he gets through it. He does get a piece of bread at the end of it. Okay. And because this bread's kind of thin, and I want to try to get a nice dice, at this point I'll come through with my straight edge knife because I'm going to get a nicer cube that way. Should I take the crust off? Should I be super fancy? No, that's okay. A little bit.
Can you get what you wish for, Chef? The rain season is coming.
The what?
The rain season is coming.
The rainy season. We did actually have our first rain 2 days ago. It was pretty exciting. It's been pretty damn hot in Saigon the last couple of weeks. So everyone is looking forward to the rain. Tang, do you prefer rainy season or dry season? Overall.
It similarly sucks. So
They both suck.
I just want to live in Dalat.
You want to live where?
Dalat.
Dalat. Yeah, Dalat's
Yeah.
got pretty great weather. Bao Lap, Dalat, the mountainous area of Vietnam, the weather is pretty darn amazing. It's either perfect weather or it's a little chilly. That's kind of the two temperatures.
I have same thought process with you
What's
on
that?
the snowy season. When you don't have to go outside,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
You like that?
Yeah, with the rainy season.
Wait, what?
With the
Oh,
rainy
with the
season.
rainy season, if you don't have to go outside, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Right, if you're not trying to drive to work in your suit every day or wear nice shoes, and you're driving in the freaking rain, and then the floor's flooded, and you got to put down your beautiful shoes with your socks into 6 inches of water, or 16 centimeters of water, maybe that's it. Yeah, rainy season sucks if you have anything to do, or if you're trying to film with a Pocket 3 that's not water resistant.
I think it's time for you to buy an action.
An action camera?
Yeah.
We're gonna get the Nano, the DJI Nano, I think.
I mean 360 Luna?
What? No, not the Luna. No, the Nano. The one that's like their break apart model where the thing gets separate. Chad, you are the man. Thank you. Chad, have you tried local Vietnam sport like soccer, pickleball, and badminton? Badminton, yes. There's a ping pong. I was a big ping pong player when I was younger. Like, that was my goal. I wanted to be a professional ping pong player. Instead of buying a car at 16 years old, I bought a ping pong robot for $2,000 with my money. That's what I bought instead of a car. It's a great idea. So I love ping pong. I haven't played in a long time. But there is a place right down the street, so I am going to play there. We just bought 5 pickleball paddles, I guess. We haven't played yet, but we've decided, but we haven't played yet. And I haven't played badminton much. I was very into badminton in America when I was younger, so I played a lot of badminton. Oh. Good. All right, let's fry our croutons. I got olive oil at Danielle, restaurant Danielle. I learned about croutons, the secret to croutons. I'm not going to do that secret because I'm not rich enough to be spending so much on butter and oil. The secret to croutons is fat. The idea with the crouton, the best way to make a crouton is YouTube is struggling. Streams out. It's just a little lag. Dark Knight, wait for the Pocket 4. I want to give a middle finger to DJI with their stupid Pocket 4. The Pocket 4 is no improvement to the Pocket 3. It's so dumb. I know they're going to have the Pocket 4 Pro. Just make the Pocket 4 the Pocket 4 and give me 2 freaking lenses on it and keep the Pocket 3 the way it is. I don't know if anyone's going to buy the Pocket 4. Anyone who wants to upgrade is going to get the Pocket 4 Pro. But now DJI's got competition. Luna, Insta360's got this Luna thing, and that may be the solution. You can move it. It might be hot. Okay. With croutons, big secret, best strategy is oil, fat. You don't try to do a little bit of fat. You want to have too much fat. The idea with the crouton is you put the bread in there, they absorb all the fat, and you're like, oh my God, there's so much fat in these croutons, they're going to be so gross. But if you keep cooking them, and eventually the fat will leak out of the crouton because they're like frying and they don't hold the fat anymore and they drip out. So that's definitely part of the strategy here. So I might even throw a little bit of butter after I start frying these. I'm going to get a little garlic. Here we go. Oh, maybe even a little lemon zest might be kind of nice in here. I think we're going to do that too. Oh no, maybe I'll do that for the, okay, I'll do that for the other thing. Okay. All right, garlic. Garlic. Garlic's going in first. Start toasting it. Very nice camera switch right there. Very nice timing. All right, now the garlic's going to be infusing that olive oil. I'm going to throw my bread in. We want to do this like medium low heat, not too crazy. iPhone, Samsung phone is better quality than DJI. I don't know if I can agree with that. I don't know about that. Maybe an iPhone 50. What are we on now? What's the newest
17.
model? 17, maybe a 17. But a Pocket 3 is pretty great. I'm just pissed that they released this like BS base Pocket 4 model. I think that was so stupid.
GoPro boy is back.
The GoPro, you think GoPro's back?
I don't know. They pretty gamble with the new strategy.
This is either the end or the beginning for them, or the next stage up. So you can see I put a lot of olive oil in there, and the bread is already soaking it up. Like now there's no more fat in the pan, right? The pan looks dry at this moment. We can see the bread looks oily. It looks loaded with oil, which is fine. And we're going to keep cooking. We're going to keep that cooking. Hey Chad, have you ever lived paycheck to paycheck before? How do you get out of the situation? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. When I was working at Alenia, I was living paycheck to paycheck. When I was working at Danielle, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I never put myself in debt. That was one thing. So even though I'm living paycheck to paycheck, I never was dumb with money, I don't think. I never bought anything I couldn't afford. I just lived cheap. I ate a lot of beans. And when I lived in Chicago and Alenia, I ate a lot of beans. I cooked a lot of black beans. I bought roasted chickens and stretched that out for quite a while. I ate a lot of bologna sandwiches on white bread with mayonnaise. That was a favorite. The cheapest lunch meat you could possibly find, bologna or turkey, white bread, mayonnaise, 2 of those bad boys. Woo! Pretty good. How did I get out of it? No, don't overspend money. Slowly start saving stuff, whatever you can. It's a grind. There's no quick answer to it. I mean, I tried to make quick money all the time. That never worked. That never really did anything for me. Let me think. I got to go back into my memory block here. I'm just also watching these croutons. I'm going to throw in a little bit of butter here. A little extra fat, and the butter is going to give us a different flavor profile. And we'll get some of that toasted milk solid flavor from the butter. But I don't know if you can tell, these croutons look super loaded, satiated with fat right now, which is good. I haven't made this kind of crouton in many years, but I know it's fantastic. I'm getting a tray ready with paper because I'm going to be straining them right away. I'm still kind of thinking about this paycheck to paycheck life before. I was probably living paycheck to paycheck until I moved to Vietnam. And then in Vietnam, when I moved to Vietnam, I was making about $24,000 a year, which at the time for me here was, even though it was a pay cut, it granted me a life that was dramatically different than what I had in the States. So I went from not being able to afford anything extra, to basically being able to do what I wanted. But I never went over and beyond. You know, I never spent money I didn't have, and I never was lavish with the stuff I have. I went to the thrift store all the time. I always saved money all the time. How did I build up money? Let me think about that. It took me a while. It took me a while to slowly build up money, and I just never really spent it. You know, I always kind of had a little bit of a, not always, what's that?
Here.
It's not that I always had a little bit left over, but during that paycheck to paycheck period, I was getting through. And eventually you might have like $100 in the bank account, then a little bit more. And you can slowly build out. The problem is if you do have a disaster that you encounter or your car breaks down, then you're kind of screwed. It's hard to get out of it. I'm not going to pretend it's not. What did I do? And then, yeah, I guess I was working paycheck to paycheck. I went back to my parents' house, so I started saving money that time. And then on the side, after my normal work, I started filming content. So then there started to become a secondary source of income. I started flipping stuff on eBay for a period of time. I guess the answer would be, in between your off work hours, find something to make some extra cash, whatever that may be. And again, this is what separates the people that stay paycheck to paycheck for life and the people that can get out of it. You have to work even freaking harder to make money somehow. If you're not conscious enough of how you can make some side money, start delivering on Uber Eats or not Grab, what do you guys have? Uber, no, I just said that. What's the other one? Postmates or like one of those things. Do some, or even just moving stuff if you want to work for a movie company. Do some basic manual labor that you can handle, and in the meantime, listen to a podcast and try to figure out, hey, what's the next step to make more money? Okay, I'm making a couple bucks doing this food delivery, whatever. Use that time to listen to a podcast or whatever it may be to get inspired to do the next step, whatever that may be. You know, it's funny too, because even that's I started to get ahead doing that, putting extra time in, flipping stuff on eBay. I was selling stuff in mugs. I was going to thrift stores all the time, trying to sell stuff after that. Always trying to figure out how to make more money, not doing the cooking thing, because I thought the cooking thing was there was no future in it. And then I eventually moved to Vietnam, started saving more money. Then we opened the business. We opened the tour company. Then we started making money. That was the first time I made money for real. The tour company here, and that was great. And then I moved back to America and lost all my money opening a new restaurant. That was stupid. Stupid. So even though we took the time to get ahead, then I lost it all. I spent all my money opening a restaurant and didn't make any money for 2 years working at that place. But then you learn. You know, I learned a lot of stuff, and hopefully the next adventure I do will be more successful because of all the failures I did before. It's a journey.
So don't open a restaurant.
I would say opening a restaurant's a terrible idea. I think it's a terrible idea. That's why if I open a banh mi shop or if I open whatever it's going to be a streamlined, efficient food production facility. It's not going to be a big old menu. There's no specials going on. None of that stuff is happening. It is going to be, we make one product super, super well, and that's it. That's the kind of food business that works, that I can see work. And anything beyond, like trying to open a cheesecake or something, cheesecake factory, that kind of business works, but you just need a serious financial investment, and I'm not willing to do that again. All right, so these are getting toasty. I can see the texture of them changing. I can see the look of them changing. If you can see now, Tango, I'm going to need a shot whenever you can. Take your time. But these are starting to fry, and the oil that was once absorbed into the bread is now starting to come out because it's like the bread is frying on the inside, getting dry on the inside. It's no longer a sponge that holds onto the oil. It's now releasing the oil back into the pan. So you can see that the oil is like starting to pool out into the pan. It doesn't look dry anymore. See how it's all dripping out of these things now? And we're going to go even longer with it. We're going to go full crunch on these. I don't want you to think that these are going to be healthy, that all the oil is going to be out of these when they're done. They're still going to be extraordinarily rich, but they're not going to be super fatty. And typically, if I was like, you know, most of the time this sort of technique is, I'm doing this for French food or Italian food. And so this would be loaded with garlic and thyme. But again, we're not really hitting that in this sort of dish. But as I'm doing this now, I've never done this for a Viet or Asian style food, so I'm wondering like, ooh, what else could we put in here that could be kind of fun? You know, what sort of aromatics and flavors? Can I do lemongrass in here? Of course. Could I do ginger in here? Of course. To make a ginger crouton? That'd be interesting. You do want to keep them moving. You want to keep watching them closely. I can see the oils coming out. Maybe I'll even try one. Nope, not yet. That's still chewy. That means it hasn't fried long enough. So a little more. I'm seasoning now. I didn't season before. But I want to get this fully crisped up before I strain them. And there'll be a point very soon where even more fat gets released, almost like it dumps out at one time, where the bread just goes, I give up, I can't hold on anymore, I'm letting go. And we're close. Gimme, gimme, gimme. A man after midnight, won't somebody help me choose? What is going on here? King of the Lamb is on fire. I cooked ball call for the first time today. How was it? Did you enjoy it? I haven't made ball call in a while. 4 to 5 food items on the menu. Exactly, yes, that's the game. You want to open a successful business, I think this is the plan. Super, super tight menu. I'll tell you, like some of the best businesses for a solo entrepreneur, a solo venture, is a hot dog stand. Open a freaking hot dog stand and you can make some money. You don't have to deal with staff. Your situation's an easy thing to operate. And literally you sell a hot dog, you make $1, you put it in your pocket. I think all these businesses are things that people typically look down on. That's probably the best business you can do.
Plumber?
Huh?
Plumber?
Plumber's good. I'm talking about food business. Like, even, yeah, like, yeah, plumber. Like a laundromat. Just things that seem boring. Things that seem like not so exciting. We don't need another smash burger spot. We don't need another one. Ooh, look at them. They look nice now. Look at that color. Cool. Look good. All right, so let's pour these out. We'll put them on our paper. Tang Mr. Shotty's pissed. Bad angle. I had the pan in front of his camera. My bad. We'll spread these out, let these cool down. Okay, let these cool down. In the meantime, we'll get our vegetables cut. And if you remember, this is going to be in the noodle salad. So I want to cut this the same shape, length of the noodle. That's going to be a thin cut. This texture to me is kind of exactly what I wanted it. I didn't want it to be soft. I still want it to have some crunch to it. It's going to hold its shape. I'm happy about that. I'm just trying to cut it nice and thin. King of the Lamb is just on fire here with the musical lyrics. How about, can we make requests? Let me hear some, how about some NWA, King of the Lamb? Why don't you give us some NWA lyrics? I would love to hear that. How about, I have a good question here. So my kids watched the new Anaconda on Netflix with Jack Black, which is a fantastic film. They did an incredible job. And then in that movie, Ice Cube appears. So when Ice Cube came up, I was so excited. I was like, oh, Ice Cube's here. This is such a good reference to the original Anaconda. Fantastic. So then the kids now have some understanding of Ice Cube, of the gentleman Ice Cube. And then they were talking to me about who Ice Cube is, and I'm like, he's a rapper. He's from a band called NWA. And then I don't know how to respond after that. Can I tell them what NWA means? No. But how do I further explain the band that he's from and the wonderful songs that they've created? I thought that I was in a little bit of a conundrum last night. That was an interesting moment for me.
I just recently found out what NWA is.
Oh, you just found out what NWA is. Would you like to explain to the chatters?
Just recently found out on Easy, right?
Easy-E?
Easy-E.
Because I'm Easy-E, the one they're talking about. I love Easy-E, dude. I love NWA. I listen to that quite a bit. But yes, I can't really talk to it with my kids about it yet. All right, so I'm cutting this up. These are the flowers. YouTube sent us Music Bot because we all searched for Mars Volta. King of the Lamb is not a music bot. He's just a character. He's been in the chat many times and he hasn't been this music body. Nice knife, man. Thank you, your boy Sonny. I love this knife. It's my favorite knife in the whole world.
Is it Sunny from Backstreet Boys?
Huh? Dude, I don't think that's Sonny. It's not Sunny side Sonny. Okay. Getting there. Thinking about that revive I have in my refrigerator. I would love to be revived right now. Because I'm easy the one they're talking about. Something. I can't say that now. Have you ever had a squash blossom time? This flower?
Rarely.
Rarely?
Yeah. I had like once or twice.
Your mom cooked it or you just had it in a restaurant or
On
something?
a restaurant somewhere.
Okay. Strips of flowers. Strips of pepper. Huh?
Somebody call it luxury.
That flour?
Yeah.
Really? Is it that pricey? I didn't really pay attention. I guess my produce bill today at the market was $100K, which is a little bit high. But oh my God. Oh, I have those snap peas. Oh. Did I blanch them? I didn't blanch them yet. Shizer.
Here.
Huh? I always tell my friends I want something from them. Can I have that knife? Nope. Not this one. This knife has been with me since I was 18 years old. I'm at 22 years almost, 21 years with this beautiful knife. And I think that's like one of the things where I think the knife game when you're working in the kitchen can just get stupid how much money we spend on knives. But I bought this knife for $350. How many years ago? I just said it. I bought it when I was 18, 22 years ago. Yeah, 21 years ago. And so like, we're thinking $350 is stupid debate for a knife, but I've had it for 21 years. Kind of okay.
300?
$350. I think now it's probably $5. The price definitely went up on it.
You spend $15 every year.
$15 a year on this thing?
Yeah.
That's worth it. But it was hard to buy. It's definitely. I mean, at that time I was ready to buy it. But it definitely seemed like a lot of money. I know my parents were freaking out at me for spending that much. Chef, you just explained what it is to the kids. They will understand the context. Can I tell them what the name means? No. How do I say? How do I explain what NWA means? But yes, if you haven't seen the new Anaconda, it's really fantastic. They did such a good job of not trying to remake Anaconda, but just making a homage to Anaconda. They did very good. And Tang, you got to watch this show. Something Very Bad is About to Happen. It's on Netflix too. It's really good. It's really, really good. What's up, guys? You doing all right? Liam Ragnar Kubanoff is in the house. What's up, little man? Liam's belly hurts, he said. Liam, we can sit side by side on the toilet together. It'll be so fun. Me and you, side by side, on the toilet? Wouldn't that be great times? You think? I'm making a angry shrimp noodle.
Which one do you choose?
Which one do I choose? I like it when they're set across the room from each other so we can stare at each other. I don't like that. That one's good. Oh, that one's a little weird. I don't know about that one. No, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one either. No. I want to stare into each other's eyes. We got to sit across from each other. Hello, JD. You all right? Toilet bros. She told me her name was Billy. Oh, here's King of Lamb. Plus, Oh yes, B.T. Murphy. Plus, didn't you idolize the chef you had at that knife? Yes, he was the line cook. The meat line cook at Danielle had 2 of these knives, exactly the same knife, 2 of them, and I was like, what? If he has 2 of the same knife, it must be a good knife. So I bought it. Can I remember his name? No, he was just an angry French guy, but he was good. He was very good. I'm trying to think. Francois? No, it wasn't Francois. I don't remember his name. There was a lot of angry French guys at Danielle. For all the drama with Rene Redzepi before, like what Danielle working with a lot of angry French guys, that was a hard kitchen. That was a hard kitchen. That was a no, there was no softness, there was no sweetness at Danielle in any way. Okay. Bada bing.
Everybody seemed down today.
Huh?
Everybody seemed down.
Are you okay?
today.
What's wrong with you? Your tummy hurts too? Uh-oh, what's going on here?
New water source?
Do you really, your tummy hurts too? Trey! Are you okay today? Your belly's fine? Are you just saying that because William's saying that? Did you go to the bathroom today?
No, Trey's on anything.
All right, Trey,
Does this guy have any fever?
She can go.
Trey, it's okay, we'll talk. Sometimes JD does say things, so I can't, I know Liam's there. The weird part is, like, my issue started a couple days ago, and his is just this morning. Anyway, interesting. Huh? Those are croutons.
So what are you making?
I'm making a shrimp noodle salad with an herb puree. We're very close to finishing. I just forgot about blanching these beans. I messed up before. Okay, and don't forget we have, oh my God, I forgot about the radishes too. Holy crap. Oh, there's so many things going on. What a springtime dish. Just so many elements going on in here. Wow, the radishes are cool.
We have like 20 elements.
Huh?
We have like 20.
It's a very springtime. We have to celebrate spring. Radishes are actually great. I like this technique. This is really cool. I've never done that. All right, the other thing I want to do, I'm pissed at myself for missing, was we're just going to blanch out these snap peas. And since we're kind of doing this last minute, I'm going to slice them before I blanch them. So they'll be ready to go and we can just assemble. Beautiful though, dude. I like all this. We got tons of elements going on. I like elements. I don't know if you know about me. I like elements. I like texture. I like elements. Get ginger, honey, and lime for a stomach ache. Yes, we are. I did buy a lot of ginger at the market today. I'm making some ginger tea. The hard part with the kids is like when you try to make ginger tea for real and it's like powerful, it's hard for them to drink it. So we're gonna have to make a toned down version that they can actually sip on, or he can actually sip on. What's going on? What do we eat? We had Bax Burgers. I made bagels yesterday. They ate bagels yesterday. We had Bax Burgers last night. Pretty good.
Liam had too much.
Did you guys drink water from the shower or something?
No. I mean, only I did, but I'm fine.
You drank shower water?
Yeah, because you're wet in my mouth, but that's it. You drops. Fine. I don't leave it. So, guys.
Okay, I'm also, we got to increase our anger element, right? So we got some chilies here. I'm going to cut this thin.
You guys have any poultry product lately?
Huh?
You guys have any poultry product lately?
Poultry products? I mean, yeah, we have poultry all the time.
Might be E. coli.
E. coli. Okay. Is that considered a snow pea? Yes. Our resident poultry expert is warning us about E. coli.
I'm not sure I'm pronounced that right.
E. coli's right. That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct.
It's called E. coli.
No, not E. coli. That's definitely wrong. E. coli is correct. And I thought that's what I thought I had from the water.
Dad,
Yes.
what are those potato things called we had yesterday with the cheese inside?
Potato croquette.
Liam and Jake said they both had two.
Yeah, they had a lot of them, but I had some too.
I had one half.
And Mommy had some too, I think.
No, but you guys do have the same flavor.
Okay. So we're gonna fry. I have the crouton pan. We're gonna fry the chili and the olive oil in the crouton pan. You okay? You all right? All right, so I got some garlic too. I'm gonna cut this up really thin. And basically we're making our seasoned olive oil, and this is gonna be part of the dressing for the noodle. That's gonna give our body for the noodle. Hold on, I need that water there. I'm blanching these snow peas quickly. Okay. Chili, garlic in the olive oil. We'll kick up the heat and we'll until we get a little bit of color on the garlic, and then we'll turn it off. Now I'm just going for a light golden brown. I'm not even golden brown, just light colors on the garlic. I don't want it to be a dark flavor. We're staying in this spring element. We don't want deep dark. I can take a little char, but not Maillard reaction, not super colored. So this is kind of like the Diablo if we're doing what's that called? Fra Diablo, is that what it's called? Anyway, the Italian spicy pasta. This is that same idea. Gonna bring in our anger element, our devilish element here with the heat, the spiced oil. What's your top 4 oils to use when cooking? Quantum Voyager. Does butter count? Does pork fat count? If none of those count, and we're still strictly on oil, olive oil, avocado oil, maybe sesame seed oil, and I'm taking this off the heat. That's going to be it for me. I'm just debating if I want to take this out of the pot right now, because I don't want this to carry over. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove this right now so we don't get too much overcooking. I'm not looking for deep color, as I said. I just want to get toasted flavor and infuse that chili and garlic into the olive oil, and we're good. And my 4th oil, thinking about sesame or sunflower oil, but yeah, maybe grapeseed oil. Grapeseed's easy, works. I mean, I prefer not to use cheap seed oils if I can. If butter or pork fat count, then that's at the top of the list. I'm going to say butter, animal fat, olive oil, and then probably avocado oil. That'll be my 4. All the seeds going to be spicy? Yes, yes, yes. But I'm going to control the amount that I put in there. Yeah, no problem there. Okay. Shrimp is ready. Good, we're about to plate up. I'm just going to wait till I blanch these beans if I miss that. But in the meantime, I guess we can start getting our first toss together. So I'm going to add some of my chili garlic oil in here with the oil. We're going to do some of the Chinese chives. You want some? Yeah, I'll get you some. Let me get you another bowl with none of the chili oil.
Yeah,
The green, the flour, the bell pepper, okay. And let me taste this puree once again. I gotta remember, this puree's got an interesting flavor, strong flavor. It's strong, it's powerful, it's good. It doesn't have that full creamy element that I was hoping for or wanted. So I am gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise into this. I don't have any left. I can't squirt that out. This is crazy. Never mind. Maybe is that all I have? I'm not going to add any mayonnaise. I thought that would have been kind of fun. Kind of interesting. Trey, can you run up to the kitchen and get that mayonnaise for me? I think we have one up there. I actually like the radish a lot. I think the radish is cool with a little bit of sugar in there. I think that's a pretty cool technique. Let me get a secondary bowl for the young man with no chili oil. Do some green onion, some flour, pepper, ham.
This is why it's good.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of mayonnaise in here. Do a little bit of mayonnaise in here. We're going to do a little bit of that filtered water. Because I added, there's oil in this bowl, right? Then there's also mayonnaise on top. So now we're adding fat into the mayonnaise. There's a chance of it breaking. So I want to make sure I add a little bit of water so we don't have any chance of breaking. All right, and the water's boiling now. I'm going to blanch these snow peas that we completely forgot about until right now. Trey, why don't you bring these dishes up to the dish pit area so we can get a head start on that. And the snow peas, literally a couple seconds. Count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull them off. All right, a couple snow peas in here, a couple snow peas in here. Let's mix this. Okay. I'm going to throw in my noodles now. Again, this is not temperature sensitive dish, so I can do it. Get ahead of the game. I'm going to throw in a touch of this water. And again, I said I bought bun and I bought pho. Both of these, again, I'm like thinking, I think the pho noodle is going to be better. So I'm going to use that. Even though I think they're both going to work, but I think the pho noodle is going to be better. And then we're about to plate up. BT Murphy, the shrimp is coming. These packaged pho noodles, they're pretty good. They have a little bit of oil on them, and I want that oil off. So I'm going to dip these into this water. Actually, no, I'm going to dip these and I'm going to strain it. All right, let me dip this right into the hot water that I have already in. Literally 2 seconds. It's done. and then we're going to strain it out. And I'll run some of my beautiful filtered water over this and try to cool these down quickly.
I think this thing might be my new favorite part of the kitchen.
Oh, I love this sink. It's amazing.
Before it was this thing, the trash.
The little hand sink?
No, the trash hole.
Oh, the trash hole's amazing. Yes. And if this kitchen wasn't smaller than the previous studio, I never would have been forced to cut a hole in here and do it like this. But now I love it. I think it's fantastic. Very helpful. And very convenient and tight. Makes everything quick. No running around anymore. It's very good. Okay. All right, noodles are going in. All right, I'll give these a quick stir. Is there a reason you chose not to use the mee noodles? Yeah, the mee noodles just feel heavier to me. And when I'm thinking of spring, I don't think of mee. I don't think of that heaviness to it. That would be just personal, more wintry, more fall-y. If they would have said this exact same thing, fall instead of spring or something, I probably would have grabbed mee instead. When I think of mee, I don't think of lightness. I don't think of fresh. I don't think of crisp. A little more salt. A little bit of lemon. And this one, it's got a little bit of heat in there. I can get that chili oil. It's doing its job. Nothing crazy, but it's there. I think that's good. I think that little additional lemon is going to be really nice. And like I'm eating this right now, I'm like, dude, I wish there was herbs in here, but then I'm remembering, oh crap, we got a crap ton of herbs on the bottom. Okay, pull these off. Let's grill these shrimp. Let's try this thing and see how it works out. All right, stove is back on. Or grill is on, rather. Croutons, radish. The last Pikachu 3711. How's the new studio? It's amazing. It's top tier. My little sweet children can pop in here anytime they want. It's so great. Anytime they need to chit chat or smile or play with my new terrible tortilla press, they can come in here. It's a piece of crap. I'm super angry, but it was perfect because this dish is about anger. All right, if you remember, our shrimp were smashed with anger. Marinated. Yes, I did it with anger. Oh, here we go. Marinated with olive oil, garlic, lemon zest. I think that's it. Maybe, did I put salt in this? I think so. Did I remember? I don't remember if I put salt on it or not. Oh, a little salt. I have a feeling I didn't. I told you, I'm in a fever dream today. Nice touch of the lemon. I agree, BT Murphy. I agree. And it's like, I didn't expect it until I ate it, and I was like, oh, I have a lemon there. That'll be really nice. And that really is going to make the big difference there. Did you forget about us? Sammy D, never. If I forgot about you, it's because the chats aren't coming up to TikTok. And Tang is scratching his head, so that may be something.
You will see.
Wait, how is TikTok rocking the multi-view cameras? Well, right now, TikTok is playing well with our system. Not always like that, but right now it's working. All right, let me go get my plates up.
Something happening to TikTok for sure.
Oh, TikTok, I'm sorry. Our system didn't see all you guys. Chef, you build up money by creating content through scaling your vision that people want to watch. I am doing that now, yes. Chef, you just explained what it is so the kids, they will understand. Oh, yeah, I got you there. You've been eating them the whole time. Oh, okay. All right, let's get our sauce down on the plate. Can I move forward, young man? All right, sauce is going down on the plate. Splooge it, smash it. Our pesto, our herbaceous spring angry pesto with dill, cilantro, and a crap ton of mint, raw garlic, raw ginger, macadamia nuts, very springy-y. This might be a little bit aggressive for the kids. We'll find out. Do the kids plate up first? Come on, baby. You're so long.
That looks like something I would order.
You look like something you would order?
Yeah.
I'm very happy to hear that. Come on, baby. I don't know if I've mentioned it on stream or not yet, but I did meet the chef at a Kuna restaurant. I think actually the article came out on VTV already. But I had a little interview with the Vietnamese national television and the chef from a Kuna restaurant. And it's just a cool place. I'm just going to tell you, if you're looking for a fine dining meal in Saigon, Acuna is a cool spot. I like the chef a lot. Chef Sam is a badass. So if I just want to give that a shout out. I like what he's doing. I really like the way he cooks. I think he's a brave chef. I like brave chefs. I like chefs that take risks. Okay. A little bit more veg on the top. Cool. Look pretty good. Let's grill these shrimp. And of course, this shrimp should be super fast on the grill. Give these a couple seconds on both sides. Hey, dude, nice setup. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Does your wife's parents eat a lot of your food, or do they prefer classic Vietnamese food? Well, the whole family, they prefer classic Vietnamese food. They will cook they will eat whatever I cook. Every time I cook for them, I know I'm cooking for a very local farmer Vietnamese family, so I never try to like cook anything beyond what they can handle. So it always fits into their palates whenever I cook for them. They usually think what I make is strange. They usually like it, and they think I'm very good at marinating meat. They've said that all the time, like, oh, Chad knows how to marinate meat. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you know what?
Was that you? I heard a sound.
Check. So you're cooking live stream too.
What? Hey, dude, nice setup. Oh, that's that person. Oh, cool. Cool. All right, a couple more seconds on shrimp. We're really almost there. Such a fast process. Liam is destroyed over there.
Jeff, look at this.
Huh? What are we doing? 24 viewers live on Twitch? Is this a new record?
New record.
A new record on Twitch. We love you, Twitch viewers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bruh. Boy, this shrimp tastes good. 24 consecutive viewers on Twitch. I'm sure we're going to be partners soon. Twitch affiliates. Chad knows meat. I do know meat. Making banh mi bowls. This is not a banh mi bowl. Something different. All right, we'll garnish. Our angry smashed shrimp are landing, finding their resting place. Angry prawn noodles. All right, so we're going to top this with some of our croutons. Can't be wrong. It's got to be good to have little crunchies on here. That's never a bad thing. Ain't nobody complain about crunchies. Actually, I like that camera view. It's kind of a cool shot for a second. Crouton on crouton. I wonder if there's anyone in the world who's ever complained like, why are there croutons on this? Has that ever been uttered, that phrase? I want less croutons. And then we'll go with these radishes that are really, could potentially be a sleeper.
What does sleeper mean?
Like something you don't expect to be such a banger, but it's really good. My new favorite thing of the week though, we were eating something and Jade goes, "This is a banger." I cracked up. I thought that was so funny. These kind of radishes too are nice. They have a nice texture to them where you can almost even just roll them. You can just kind of roll them up and kind of almost get like a little rose. Oh, that's a hard angle for me to hold it. I'll get you later. They create nice shapes. Easily folded. Still have a nice texture. I think anytime you plate, it's always good to have like little pockets of anything. Pockets are good. Anytime you see a pocket, that's a good thing. Guys, you want to, actually I think I have chopsticks here. I do have chopsticks here. We're there, young men. You excited?
Yeah.
Liam, you gonna make it?
I don't think so. It's not looking good.
Struggling. Well, this is either gonna make you feel better or worse. But when we're done, I'll make some ginger tea right after this, okay? All right, here's some streamers for you little bros. Little brosives. Finally, the time to taste. That's a bell pepper, stop freaking out. The shrimp has a tiny bit of chili in it. Dried chili, the stuff you put on your noodle, Liam, so it shouldn't be a big deal for you. The moment we've been waiting for. Big Glock is a pissed off, perfect. We need anger to hit our theme. I'm angry I can't reach the computer monitor to grab one. Amazing. So we hit our anger mark even harder. We're hitting our theme. Late as usual. I'm glad you're here. Made it right on time for the end. And if you want to see the beginning of the stream, it will be available immediately upon the stream's end on the YouTube channel. And I guess you can watch it on the Twitch channel as well. But I heard the VOD on Twitch kind of sucks. Oh my God, you got a nice YouTube channel too. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate that. We are trying that. Tang just showed me your channel on Twitch too. I saw you got a larger food channel on Twitch. That's cool. How long you been streaming on Twitch? I'm curious. We're just starting, just getting through this part. Liam's like, I just want a Pop-Tart. I'm like, you know what? Maybe the days are. We have Pop-Tarts. Maybe it could be a Pop-Tart day.
I do not want Pop-Tarts.
Oh, you don't want a Pop-Tart. Perfect. What's your opinion on different races making a living off of other cultures' food? Chinese making Japanese, Thai, or even Viet? No. What's my opinion? No opinion. Perfect. Anyone can cook anything. What's my? I have no opinion. I'm not racist about food in any way. Anyone can cook whatever the hell they want to cook. You ready? This is a angry springtime herbaceous noodle salad. Tang's angry noodles, angry prawn noodles. The perfect producers, the pompous noodles. Yes. Okay, can we try? Let's try. Kids are eating it. Liam's got bad face.
No, I have a good.
I think this is going to be cool. I think the thing is grabbing the herb puree on the bottom as you're going. You can't forget about that.
Dad, Liam likes it right now, but he's just making the back his stick. No, it's stick.
Hmm?
That's crunchy.
Do they got mics on? No. Are you getting that from or no?
I have a mic.
You have a mic on. Oh, great, great. You guys have any words?
I think it's good.
It's good. I think the fun noodles are chewy.
Hmm?
I think the fun noodles are chewy.
I want more croutons.
You got one. Go.
What are these potatoes?
I'm not gonna finish this.
You know, finish it.
Great, I'll finish your croutons, huh?
Not enough shrimp.
Not enough what? Shrimp?
Agreed.
Listen, I don't have that many shrimp, okay? I have two more.
Well, now I'm angry.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I want more shrimp.
Tree's angry because it doesn't have enough shrimp. So that's perfect. We keep doing so well. We keep hitting the mark.
And now I'm angry.
Look at this chaos. Abdullah, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. We have, don't forget there's lemon juice in the noodle right now. So, I definitely could serve it with more lemon on the side, but there is lemon in the noodle. Look at Tang's head. Did you see the head go like this? Good sign. That's not a 5 out of 10.
I like to fry right away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry.
Oh, hold on, Trey. We can't see you yet. Tree's pissed off.
I'm angry. It's really good.
9.
Oh my god.
Wow. Liam bolted. I think he's going to come back.
Pretty much so everything left.
Huh.
Here, it's pouring ice from here.
There's some good takes over here in the chat right now. About the cultural food stuff, like even the idea that something is a culture.
Dad.
What? Tang. Oh, Liam's got a 7.5. Oh, Liam's already got it.
I'm,
Liam's 0.5.
I'm sick.
You don't look good. Why don't you go inside? Is mommy up there?
No.
Yo, lay on the stool right in the kitchen. I'll be right there, okay?
He probably gives a higher rating.
Can you,
He probably gives
yo, give give Liam a drink.
He probably score it more and give it a higher rating.
Yeah, he would definitely.
I don't blame him. He does not look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. 87.3. That's me. I'm here. Okay, we're just getting Liam a drink. His lips were getting a little light there. Culture owns a food or owns a dish. There's always a line here. Specifically, just as an example, but this is going to work with every culture in every country everywhere. Pho was invented in the north of Vietnam, not in the south of Vietnam. It's made in the south of Vietnam. Northerners of Vietnam could just say, yo, pho is ours. Like, it's not even yours, southern Vietnam, it's northern Vietnam. But most people are going to assume pho is a Vietnamese dish, but it's truly a northern Vietnamese dish. It's not even a Vietnamese dish. So no matter where, every dish was invented by one person at some point. And that one person invented the thing, and then eventually becomes bigger in the culture, and then the culture claims it, and the country claims it. So it's like food is an ongoing, evolving thing. No one owns anything. There is no protection of anything. The only thing I would say is like this authentic. As long as you don't call it the authentic version, it's all good. Yeah, because there is an authentic northern style pho or an authentic Philly cheesesteak, and for you to call it a Philly cheesesteak is, and it's not truly, then that's inaccurate. I don't agree with that kind of stuff. But there's tons and tons of Vietnamese people selling American hamburgers on the street. They have every right to do that. Is it an American hamburger? No, but they're doing it. Earlier you were talking about streamlining food. That is catering to a tea special event, birthday, weddings, anniversaries, corporate events. Could you see yourself doing that? Catering to special events. That's not what I meant. I meant streamlining, meaning that our menu is tight. We don't do anything extra. We do the same thing, everything new a day, so everything's super efficient. But with their different question, could you see yourself doing birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, and corporate events? No, not really. It's not exciting to me. For me personally, like, I either want to make something new every day, which is how I have this streaming set up and what I'm doing now with content, and that fits so well for me perfectly. And then otherwise, maybe we have one product that I make, and I just want to repeat that over and over again. Maybe I would do like a food, maybe we have a banh mi truck or a truck of whatever dish, and then that can go out for catering. Maybe in that context, sort of special events would work for me. But I'm not interested in slinging out a banquet for 400, 500 people, 200 people. I did that before. It's just not fun to me.
Wow.
Wow.
What did you marinate with it?
We're going to have to watch the live stream back and figure it out.
I just forgot.
Lemon zest, garlic, olive oil, and chili flake.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The
So,
shrimp, actually the star.
the shrimp is the star?
Yeah.
Oh, that pissed
Really
me
good.
off. So we heard the kids. Tree's a 9. Liam's a 7.5. Liam is definitely not okay right now. I gotta check on that. JD's here. JD doesn't feel good though. Do you taste it, JD?
She and me are the same right now. We're driving houses.
I gotta tell you, my wife is gonna be struggling today. She was already struggling to see her husband sick about me coming back, and now little Liam is not doing well. She's gonna have 2 men in her house sick at one time. She can't handle it. My wife cannot handle when someone is sick.
It could be.
What?
I think this could be rich. I mean, could be. It's at that level.
I don't want to comment until Tang. But there you go. I'm glad he likes it. Yeah. Yes, I can get some water, baby. With some ice? Oh, now you're a fancy girl. I don't think I have ice over here, honey. I have, actually, you know what? I have some cold water, but it's not ice water, but it's cold. Will that work for you? Okay.
Question from Twitch Chef.
I'm
Though
seeing-
if you're selling a hamburger on the street of Hong Kong and it's just using crepe for bread and chicken, can you still call it a burger?
In my mind, no. But they're going to call it a burger. I can't stop them from calling it a burger. Apparently, I don't know how, I don't know what, no, I know that definition. I think in America, maybe America is the only place where a burger means beef or a ground meat patty. Could mean turkey. There's some little genre there of turkey or potentially even salmon. But basically, it's 95% of the time ground beef. But in Vietnam, in Australia, I think in every other part of the world, if it's a burger, it's just served on round.
You lost
Holy
your
crap.
mic.
Maybe it's in here. We lost a mic, bro. Hold on, let me get my daughter water.
Where is that?
Here, Jade.
Talk to this for a second.
Maybe it's when I grabbed that big bottle of water. Maybe it just banged it. Here's some water for you, honey. Whoa, we're down a mic.
Oh, you're
Oh, that's funny.
sticking to it.
Oh, for that, who was ever talking about magnets on the refrigerator? My mic stuck to the refrigerator. Well, that's so funny. Well, there you go. That's the first magnet on the refrigerator right there. Oh,
Answer the question again.
okay, yes. I don't think it should be called a burger, but I can't stop someone from calling it a burger. And even in my definition of a burger, and I think for Americans, a definition of a burger is ground beef patty on a bun with a minor variable or minor, what's the word?
Tweak.
Where sometimes it's the other way. Crap, don't know the word right now. 90% of the time, ground beef. Where the rest of the world, a burger just means round bread, a bun. If it's served on a bun, they call it a burger. A chicken burger. We don't have chicken burgers in America, we have chicken sandwiches. So definitions are loose and changing depending on the country, the culture, and the time period. So like, is that a burger if you're serving crepes on chicken inside of a crepe? Not at all. But that's the translation they're going to use, so that's what it is. But you couldn't do that and call it an authentic American burger. That would be the problem. Or an authentic Australian burger or something like that. I think the problem is when you use the word authentic. I think that could be the only time. Huh? Did you give him that drink?
Yeah, he took it upstairs with him.
Okay, good. All right, we'll be right up.
He definitely looked a little bit like.
Huh? I know he looked like. His
Yeah.
lips look white. Yes. Yeah, he looked like. I just want to make sure he's sitting down. All right, let's wrap this up. What do you think? He likes it. Number?
I think it's gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich yourself. It's fit really well in the restaurant scene because it could be an appetizer.
It could be. It could be an app. It could be a main.
For an angry theme, this dish is really like,
Really liked.
yeah. It's light and nice. It's a little bit of a grassy flavor from the bitter melon. Are you plan?
Bitter melon?
Yeah.
There's no bitter melon.
You know bitter melon?
No.
Yeah, I thought you blended it.
Okay, baby.
So where the grassy flavor come from?
All the herbs, the dill, the mint,
Yeah.
the green onion, the top of the green onion.
The pesto really grassy and it's fit really well with the pho noodle.
Yeah.
9.6.
Wow.
Good job, Jeff.
Wait. There you go. 9.6.
9.6.
Oh.
Really good job, Jeff.
It's kind of a banger. It's better than I thought it would be. And even today, I'm like, all right, listen, I'll just do the stream. We'll get through the day. If it's not very good, it'll be fine. We'll just keep going. This is great. I really like it. I love the pesto on the bottom. I love how you can dig through and kind of mix and match and grab as you want. The croutons has nice texture. All the vegetables really good. It's seasoned well. It's super balanced. It's got a tiny bit of heat. It's got a tiny bit of acidity with the lemon zest. Did you taste the radish?
Yeah.
Yeah, the radish is good. The radish is nice.
No, it's not my high rating.
No, it's not his highest rating ever. He's pulled out a 10 before. It's a 9.5 to me. Like, it's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Food dish would be easy to pull off. all this vegetables cooked ahead of the time and they just toss it and grill the shrimp, serve it?
I think it's a little bit complicated for street food. I think it's fit more for the.
It's I mean that it's something that I could easily pull off on the side of the street,
Yeah.
making 200 portions.
Yeah.
Because all I have to do is grill the shrimp to order. Everything else is made beforehand. It definitely is better than I expected to be. I really like the pesto thing a lot. I wish my wife would try this because I think she's going to be pretty surprised. Even the temperature, I like that it's not a warm dish.
Yeah.
It's not even, I intended to be warm, but it's not warm. It's room temperature. The shrimp is the only warm element to it, but it's great, really great. So thank you for that suggestion, and thank you for continuing to force my creativity and drive me through. Very exciting to see. I never know what's going to happen, and I like that. And I like to see what comes out. And this is a cool dish, and I haven't had anything like this either.
Yeah.
This is not something that really exists here, or anywhere. Yes, real winner.
If
Love it.
some restaurant owner watching this will be a good addition to your menu.
Let me see this last one here. If you use common sense, you can cook any dish in present how you like it when you come up with something new, great, and if you tick someone off, you lean the way of the world. Street smarts has spread thin. Okay, I can agree with that for sure. Let's bring this to a stream, let's bring this stream to an end, rather. Let me go check on my little boy over there who's looking quite pale, quite pale those last couple seconds. Had me a little bit concerned. Go check on him. I guess it's my turn to take care of the boy. I'm starting to feel better, so it's time to help that little young man out making some soup and stuff. If you enjoyed, is this a video? I guess that's it. Let's call it a day. Tang, great job keeping YouTube streaming, not dropping. I guess this was our best stream so far with the least amount of technical glitches in the last 2 weeks, I would think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Today is stable.
The most stable stream we've had in the new studio. So I appreciate all of you dealing with our technical issues as we encounter them and try to work on them and try to fix them. So thank you for your patience, and we will get this thing rock steady in terms of the stream, rock stable, and it'll just get better and better. Thank you so much for watching. Time to clean up. Time to help that young man. Do something. Go out there, do something. Be unique, build something, do something cool. Don't be I don't want to say normal, just don't be a lackluster, not making moves. Do jumps. Look at Lillian. Lillian changed her whole life. She made a jump. It's a good thing. Make jumps, do stuff. Have a great day. Peace. Okay.
I think it's not a good job from me though. It's a good job from the internet. I have no control.
So this,
Your wife wants some?
I'll make more. I have more for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have it. I'll give you a scoop of pesto. But you can't have the shrimp. I'll save their shrimp for my lady.
That was fine.
Let me go check on that boy. Yeah, he looked super pale that last 10 seconds. Okay, mic's off. See you guys. Thanks so much.
Don't make for me.
Don't make for you?
No.
It's really good.
I know, but I want to.
Okay. Well, we can
Alright,
either,
just give me a teeny tiny bit.
you can either just have it for